Hello and welcome to Bronze and Modern Gods. Hey, it's a bonus episode. I'm John.
I'm Richard. Is today Monday?
No, it's Friday. But we thought we'd jump in and say hi for a quickie. We have some news, but first, my Michael McDonald impression. What a poop. Sorry, we were doing that before we started recording.
Yeah, you missed some comedy gold.
We're in a Doobie Brothers zone. Hey, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Bronze and Modern Gods. If I haven't scared you away yet, please hit like, subscribe, support the channel. We love you. Mwah! Richard, why are we here today?
Well, we're here because hell has frozen over, apparently. It seems the CGC is actually doing something that is customer friendly, keeping their clientele in mind.
They're listening to fan feedback, I think. But before we get into that, you wanted it, you got it. It's another Bronze and Modern Gods live sale this Saturday, tomorrow, July 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. That's how time zones work, now that I know that. I had it backwards earlier. We call it Saturday Night Live with Bronze and Modern Gods. It's tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Please join us. Richard has tons of things to sell, and I have my oddball stuff. So you'll have a good time just hanging out, right?
Yeah, we always have a good time hanging out.
All right, let's get into it. Big CGC changes. I know, we keep talking about it, but this is a good one. Out of nowhere on Thursday, CGC announced they are adding, wait for it, QR codes to the back of the labels that, when scanned by your smart device, give everyone, underline capital letters, everyone, access to free grader's notes. Richard, what do you think?
I think this is long overdue. It's important to have access to the information about books. The fact that they were keeping them in a walled garden behind a pay gate, you had to have a active paid subscription to CGC to be able to view grader notes on all books. And even earlier than that, you didn't even have graders unless there were books of your own. If you wanted graders notes on other books, you had to pay $5 per book to get access to the graders notes. So slowly they've been migrating to this point where they are now, where all grader notes are free. And I think it is a great way to make their books more accessible to their customers.
Kind of a shot across the bow at CBCS, since they have been doing this for years, I think since inception. And here is what I'm going to quote from the email that CGC sent out, that the notes include the grade date, art comments, number graded in the CGC census, and more. What could possibly be more? Also kind of addresses the removing the notations on the label front, doesn't it? Why wouldn't they do this all at once? I mean, we know why they didn't. They didn't think of it.
Yeah. No, I looked at it's the cert lookup page. It hasn't changed. It's just now you can put in any without being logged in, any CGC cert, and get the notes on it. It's great. There's really no downside to this as far as I can see, especially with them eliminating the notes on the
I think the only downside is their reputation took a beating for a few weeks. I mean, obviously they listen to the fan base. They listen to, all of us. And I'm not saying Bronze and Modern Gods. I'm saying all of us, every single person in the fan community that raised a stink about this when they first took away the notations from the front label. They should have, really thought this through and made both announcements at once and saved themselves a lot of headache and a lot of stress. But here we are, better late than never. I love also in the email, and this is just something I noticed. Are they trying to tell us something with the examples they used for graders notes? Like they said, the graders notes will reflect things like, for example, right center front cover, light fingerprints. Oh, from you guys?
Pizza marks.
Yeah, finger bends. And another I thought was funny that they used as an example, which I think is kind of a subconscious warning to everyone cleaning books. left center back cover moderate erasure mark.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like, oh, we're gonna start dinging you for cover gloss loss when you get a little too aggressive with your erasers there, cleaners.
Yeah, that's one I have not seen. I have been trying to catalog all the different types of notes, and that's one that I haven't seen yet.
I'd like to think it's just coincidental that they use those examples in the email, but I'm going to my conspiracy theory. Where's the Illuminati? There's a reason why they said these specifically. How dare they? All right, this all sounds well and good, but what about all these books that they're grading without graders notes?
Yeah, again, there are going to be different, striations of books. You've got the original books, then that don't have the barcode on them but they have the full notes on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to have books that are out there that have the barcode on the back, but they have less notes on them.
Well, I mean, when they're grading books now and they're coming back 9.4s, 9.2s, but they don't have any graders notes.
Oh, yeah.
So when you scan, you look it up. Well, what's the point of scanning if you guys aren't going to tell us why it got a 9.2?
Yeah, and they've really, really gotten lazy with that, because we've seen books as low as 8.5 that just don't have any graders notes on them, and there's got to be tighter control on their side, because obviously there was something wrong with the book. The fact that it was not noted is a shortcoming on their side.
You're not off the hook yet, CGC. So listen up. You got to handle this finger bends problem and fingerprints problem. Still haven't seen any kind of official announcement outside of that one forum post by the admin there. The other thing you've got to decide upon is if a book is 9.4 or less, it is required to have graders notes. Sorry.
Yes. There's no excuse. Obviously, I could see 9.6s and 9.8s, obviously, not having notes, because the flaws are really aren't significant. But when you get anything lower than that, you want to know what caused the grade to be dropped to the level it is. Sometimes you want to know because those flaws could be corrected. If it's a light finger bend, for example,
that you didn't do, that the monkeys grading the books did.
You could crack and press and resubmit that book and potentially get a higher grade. But without those graders notes, you really don't know what the cause of the grade was.
So here is the question, Richard. Are you back? Are you going to submit?
Okay. I have certain books I'm going to submit. I've got, we talked about last show, I've got a Silver Surfer #1. I'm going to send that in and get it graded. But am I going to be sending in 30, 40 books at a time like I was? No.
I agree with you. I am taking some books with me to San Diego Comic-Con and doing a drop-off. And it's not going to be the level that I used to take. And a lot of them are just PC books, like, that Astonishing 3 I bought last week that I showed off, and that Captain America 78, just stuff I want to get slabbed for myself. But the days of submitting a whole bunch of moderns and flipping them, that's over for now. And I don't know. I like to take a stand. I like to think I took a stand for a whole 3 weeks until I got tired.
Yeah, I was always going to. There's certain books that you want to protect for the PC. You want to preserve those books, and the best way still to preserve them is to get them slabbed, either CGC or CBCS. And frankly, if you're going to do it, you might as well do CGC, because resale value is going to be better. So yeah, I was never in a place where I wasn't going to them. It's just my time where I was making a stack of books this tall that was going to, were submissions. Those days are gone for now.
I was taking a stand. I was at that point where I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing it. So I do think it also is very important that when someone does something wrong, we always whine and moan and complain and run it up the flagpole and make noise. When someone does something right, you should acknowledge that as well. And I really do want to give the folks in Sarasota at CGC some credit here. They listened. They obviously listened they obviously took all that feedback into consideration and they made a big change.
Yes, kudos to them. I mean, even with our trepidation about the situation, this was a change that needed to happen. I'm hoping that at some point they're leading themselves towards redoing the label altogether. That to me would be the next logical step. I think the label is their greatest sales tool, and they've just neglected it for years. I think there's an opportunity to really make them stand out and present more information and add value to the customer by just redoing these labels.
I'm smirking because are you talking about CGC or CBCS?
Oh, did I say CBCS?
No, I'm just saying you're saying CGC.
Oh, they both could. Both could.
CBCS needs to step it up now. I don't know what's going on over there.
It's amazing. You would think that something that they include in every single book they grade, they would spend a lot of focus on making it as best of a communication device as possible. It's just lazy.
I don't know. I'm waiting for CBCS to announce they're using Comic Sans for their labels from now on.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't look any worse. All right. We said it was going to be short and sweet, people. That's it. We just wanted to pop on and share our feelings on this and let everyone know. And we also have something tomorrow, Richard.
Yep. Tomorrow we have our live sale. This Saturday, July 9th from 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It's going to go until we wear ourselves out.
I tell you what, you guys come to the live sale and I will not do my Michael McDonald impersonation anymore. Guaranteed.
Please. I beg of you, come.
Come to our live sale. Come do it. We will see you tomorrow night. And if we don't see you tomorrow night, we'll see you Monday.
Yep. Everybody stay safe.